No Chill Sports is an unapologetic, high-energy sports show where opinions fly fast and facts hit hard. The views and opinions expressed on this program are solely those of the hosts and guests, and do not necessarily reflect those of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or partners. Content may include passionate debates, bold predictions, and unfiltered takes that some viewers may find intense or controversial. Listener discretion is advised. If you're looking for chill, this ain't the place.
Hey, welcome to another hot episode of the Rant with Pough Ant, where the mic stay hot, the takes are bold, and the truth is unfiltered. No scripts, just two voices bringing the heat with heart, real, raw, and unapologetically honest. What's good with you, my boy?
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to start the show like that. I'm good, bro. I'm good. This whole side of the show doing good.
I like it. Yeah, man. We're gonna talk about some of the games this week and stuff. LSU on the bye week this week. We had honestly, it's funny, we hadn't done Bayou recap because nobody else is really playing any games worth talking about.
That's about to change, though. That's about to change.
Yeah.
Conference play kicking off. What up, Dave?
But I do want to say this, bro. And I don't know if we're gonna talk much LSU tonight, but I'll say this and be done. It's a lot of people who I think are, because I had to sit and reflect today. You know what I'm saying? How space has been going and how chat's been going. Hurt people. And it's a lot of people searching to get retribution for their pains, seeing that the last time they saw their Tigers, it was in defeat. And they are looking for reasons and places to push that anger, and they're picking apart the smallest and most minute things. And I think that we talked on Monday, and I was telling you about the 8-9-year-olds, and I told them about the 24-hour rules. It's gonna hurt. Let it go, but I was still having a hard time, and I understand it. So I say to you, LSU fans, them 24 hours up. The sun rose. The next day, you're good. Move on. Let's stop being so nitpicky about stuff, man. Let's move on and enjoy football.
In the words of the Frozen Queen, Elsa, let it go.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. What's good, DK? Shout out to Kelly Creations. David in the building. Dave was having that. What's up was whooping Dave ass, boy. He was all over the place. But I'm glad you got it, Dave. But what's good? But let's go ahead and move to it and give a shout out to our sponsors, Kelly Creations. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Your brand deserves more than basic. It deserves bold. It deserves clean. It deserves Kelly Creations. From screen prints that pop to embroidery that speaks volumes to picture tees that tell your story, Donald D.K. Kelly does it all. Give them a call today at 225-202-2625 or shoot them an email at kellycreations225@gmail.com. That's KELLYKREATIONS 225@gmail.com. And don't forget to tell them No Chill Sports sent you. Kelly Creations. Nobody does it better.
All right, we are back. Let's go ahead and get to it, bro. We got some pretty good games this weekend. It's going to be it won't be a boring weekend by any stretch of the imagination. I don't care what conference you're in. I don't care what level of play you want to see. Hey, it's some stuff going down this weekend. First up on the docket, bro. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's switch over to our games. We got number 3 Miami taking on number 18 Florida State. This game was it's still I still find a lot of hype in this game. It lost a little bit of its luster after last week with Florida State taking a loss to Virginia, but I think this is still going to be a really good game. Let's go ahead and look at the tail of the tape. Right now, you got Miami as a 4.5 point favorite. The over under is 53.5.
So, like we talked about Sunday, I think Florida State was kind of looking ahead to this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think they might have been preparing for this game for a little while, and they're at home. Now that they have a loss under their belt, I would expect them to even come out with a little extra chip on them. Like they already wanted to beat Miami, but now they got their bitter taste in their mouth of a defeat. So I think that just kind of adds to their intensity. I think this is the first time in a long time that this rivalry has the luster that it had back in the 90s. I think it's going to be a hell of a game, bro. I think you got two good quarterbacks with differing styles, but still find a way to kind of lead their team and kind of carry their team at times. And both of them kind of rehabbing their careers, I guess you could say, considering like their past school kind of was glad that they left in a sense. So like reclamation projects for both quarterbacks who've been playing very well to start the season. Even in the loss for Florida State, Castellano still played pretty well. In this one, I'm probably gonna lean Miami. Because I think they're the little bit more well-rounded team. And that over, I'm probably gonna take the over.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. Last week I threw and I'm with you. I think it was a little bit of a look ahead. I also feel as though one of the worst things for Miami was Florida State losing to come to this game. I'm not sure how much this game means to guys like Castellanos and Carson Beck. I mean, I know they know it's an important game. It's a rivalry, but this is kind of one that they both kind of been thrown into. I just think this is another game on their belt. So there's outside pressure, but I don't think it's the same as if they had been in at both these respective schools for any matter of time. So I honestly think that all the hype is going to be around them, and they're just going to be players in the game. If that makes sense to you.
I can see that.
I like what I've seen out of Miami. I hate to admit that because Rowe is annoying as hell. I don't want to hear him come in space and talk about Miami, but I like what I've seen out of Miami and Florida State as well. With that said, I think Florida State covers the spread. Whether they win, I'm not sure. I think this is more of a 3-point game. That 4.5 is. I just think it's even if it's. I think it's maybe even 4 points. I can see this being something like 28-24 or 30-27, something like that. Something close, something right there. But I do also think that the over hits. But yeah, I like Florida State to cover and possibly win. So yeah, that's where I'm at with this one. You got anything on this one before we move on?
Good.
All right. Next up, man. The fact that this is a college game day is going to Tuscaloosa for a number 16 undefeated number 16 Vanderbilt taking on a number 10 Alabama. And I'm gonna tell you something else about this game. This game opened up as Alabama a 22.5-point favorite. Alabama is now a 10.5-point favorite. It has gone down 12 points. Over under is 55.5. You know my rule. I'm not gonna bet 4 against Alabama. So I wouldn't put any money on this one. But if I had to, I would take so much pleasure in putting my money on. I'll sprinkle a little bit on the money line for Vanderbilt. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I also think Vanderbilt covers. I don't think they win. I think they cover, and I think we're gonna see the over. I'm thinking somewhere in the ballpark of 42-38.
Oh, okay.
What was it last year? 40-34, something like that.
Yeah, I don't see Vanderbilt getting anywhere near that amount of points. I think Pavia is good.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. I think he's playing top 3 quarterback in the SEC right now. But you know who might be playing better? The guy across the field from him.
Oh yeah.
And he's at home.
Mm-hmm.
And he has better help around him.
That's true.
And I think that the curse of Johnny Manziel is real. I don't like Johnny Manziel hanging around Pavia. But hey, I'm not a Vanderbilt fan, so it is what it is. I'm going to take Bama minus the 10.5, and I'm going to take the over. I got Bama winning this thing 38-20.
Okay.
Man, bro.
Yeah. We're going to get to it. We're going to talk about them in a little bit. Next game on the docket. Number 11, Texas Tech taking on Houston in H-Town. This was, I forget what I think it was 11 points to open up. It's like 11.5. It's down to 8.5 if I'm not mistaken, or did I get that wrong? Hold on. Let me go back and make sure I pull that up. So I think that might be incorrect. Yeah, it changed. That's right. It's 10.5 right now. I thought it had changed. This is now, let me edit this in real time. Texas Tech is a 10.5-point favorite. Over under is 51 and a half.
10.5, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that might change things a little bit. Whew, that's tough. 10.5. I'm gonna take Houston plus the points. I think 10.5 too many. I think Houston defense is gonna keep them in this game if they can get some competent play from Wegman. I couldn't think of the quarterback name. If they can get some competent play from Wegman, then I think that they'll be in good shape to pull the upset. You know what I mean? Playing at home, the defense is not gonna give up too much. But I don't know about the over under. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I think it might be like right at 51 points.
I'm right there with you. I'm biased. This ain't even fair. Um, don't take my betting advice from me. Houston wins outright. 27-24. I think the defense for Houston shows out. We talked about Florida State looking ahead last week. I believe Houston did a little bit of the same, coming off a bye week, going to Corvallis, taking on Oregon State. And I feel as though they did a look ahead, and only difference was they were able to come back and secure a victory. And unlike what Florida State did, I really think this is a game that they had on their mind. Huge implications for the Big 12. Winner of this one will be clearly in the driver's seat. Give me Houston, 27-24, maybe even like 24, 27-21, something like that. But yeah, I like Houston in this one. No surprise there.
Not at all.
All right. Next up, we got Mississippi State taking on number 6, Texas A&M. Texas A&M 14.5-point favorite. Over under is 55.5. Let me go. I think Mississippi State covers. What we saw last week, them against Tennessee, I think was a good game, emotional game. But I honestly don't think that this Texas A&M team is that much better than Tennessee. However, I do think the emotional toll gets a hold of Mississippi State. I think Texas A&M wins, but this is probably a 10-point game. Over under on our own College Station. I think this is an over. Give me 31-24. No, that ain't even over. Give me what's it? 31-24, 35-24. I'm tripping. 35-24 Mississippi State. I mean Texas A&M for the win, but Mississippi State goes.
This is a prime candidate of do not bet, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Them numbers are. I hate them. The hook on the 14 and then the 55.5. If it was 56.5, I'd feel more confident in taking the under. But it's
ironically that's what it opened up at, is 56.5.
Yeah. Man, I just because I could see it being a game where it's 34-20 1. You know what I'm saying? 35-21. You know what I mean? Like it's I'm staying away. I think
Did I
A&M.
say over or under? I don't even. I
You
said no. I
said
said
you
over.
said over, but yeah, I just it's gonna be right there at the number. That's why I'm not touching
Yeah,
it either way. So like I think A&M wins for sure. Like I'm with you on the reasoning. Mississippi State emotional letdown, losing that tough close game at home against Tennessee, having to go to College Station. Kyle Field, we could say what you want about the Aggies and their little cult leaders or whatever, yell leaders or whatever, but it's a tough place to play. Man, I go ahead. I take Mississippi State to cover barely. Um, like I think it's 12, 10, 12. I mean 12 to 13 point win for A&M. Um,
also drops in says State and A&M have alternated wins at College Stations the last 4 matchups there. If the trend stays true, it looks like State could win.
yeah, I don't know about that, but I take them to cover the 14.5 because I get the hook.
Yeah.
I got it being 34-21, which is right there at the over under, so I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
But yeah, give me A&M to win, Mississippi State to cover barely.
Yeah. I'm with you on that one. Next game we got number 24
Ooh, God,
Virginia
they ranked.
versus Louisville. You know why they ranked.
I mean, I
Ain't they
get it.
undefeated? Ain't they undefeated too?
Let me see. Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, no, they lost one game. Louisville undefeated.
Okay. Louisville 6.5 point favorite, over under 61.5.
Yeah. I said Virginia got one loss, Louisville undefeated. Well, Louisville stays undefeated. Virginia adds another loss. I got Louisville winning, covering. I like Virginia, but I think Louisville got some stuff over there on offense. I like they running back a lot. Um,
Think he
they,
best in the ACC.
well, let me think about that. But yeah, I think Miller Moss is playing pretty well. I think the running game is real solid, and they got some good receivers like Colin Lacey and a couple other guys out wide. Man, I think Virginia
Shout out to
is
251.
on the other end of the emotional spectrum. Like they got the emotional win at home. Like I think they still riding that high. And so I think they might come in with they guard down a little bit, you know what I'm saying, feeling themselves a little bit. They in the top 25, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, give me Louisville to win. Give me Louisville to cover under.
All right. I completely agree with all those. I do not think that these two teams are going to put up a whole bunch of points. I think Louisville can do run kind of separate, but then I think at some point it's going to be a because I'm not taking anything away from Virginia. I think they are a good team. Tony Elliott is getting them together. Yeah, give me Louisville cover. Louisville to win outright. High, of course, they cover. But I think that under hits. I think 62 points is too much. I don't think they're going to hit that 60 points. I think this game is going to be total is going to be in the 50s. So,
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. So, next up, man, and last but certainly not least, at least for the marquee games that we picked out, Iowa State.
Yeah, that bro. When I saw that, Vegas be knowing.
So here's the thing about this one. Because when you said that, I was like, that's interesting. So I went and looked. Um, hold on, and hold on. I will shed light on what I mean when I say I went and looked. Cincinnati is a 1.5 point favorite. Over under is 54.5. This game opened up. Iowa State was a 3.5 point favorite. This is shifted by 4 points. Cincinnati is now a 1.5 point favorite. Trying to figure out what they know. I like Cincinnati. I like what Iowa State's been doing. This one, with this being a 1.5 point, it's almost a pick 'em, honestly. Um, unless they think Cincinnati gonna win by a 1 point. Um, this is God. Something about this is screaming trap game, not trap game for either team, but trap game for the Belters. Give me a second. Give me a second. I gotta do. I got a little research. Who has Cincinnati played that is because this didn't something about this just doesn't sit right, bro. This stinks to high heavens. And it's an 11 o'clock game on ESPN too. Um Cincinnati's played Nebraska, they lost, Bowling Green, Northwestern State, and Kansas. Meanwhile, Iowa State's played Kansas State, South Dakota, Iowa, Arkansas State, and Arizona. Only thing I can see that while I'm looking at this is this is sixth game in a row. No bye week. They did the week 0. I don't get it, bro. I mean,
I can tell you what it is. So Iowa State starting DBs, both they starting corners are out. And then you got
okay.
Brennan Sorsby and like a top 20 ranked offense on the other side. That's where it's coming from.
Okay. Okay. Um, hold on. Since you said that, give me 1 second. Let me do a little bit more research here.
I had to look at
Uh,
the injury report to see what was up.
okay, yeah, that's because I'm like, so, some in the milk ain't clean with this one. Almost 70% completion, 1,000 yards.
Yeah, Sorsby can sling that thing.
Give me Cincinnati with the upset. 28-27. Barely cover.
All right. Well, now that I know that Iowa State's DBs are out, I think I like the over for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is a classic case of wrong team favored.
Mm.
Iowa State's gonna run the ball. That's what they do. Cincinnati gives up like 100 yards rushing the game, I think, somewhere around there now. So if it's really gonna be like a battle of two strengths in a way, I think Iowa State is gonna make enough plays to win the game. Iowa State runs for $150 a game. if they can get to $150, I think they can keep Sorsby off the field long enough to where they win a very close game. 35-31.
That's funny you say that. I was going to say 35-31. I was like, when you said that, I was like 35-31 in my head. That's it for the marquee games that we had. Let's look at some of the best of the rest. Some of the other games we've got on this weekend in FBS in particular. So let's look. See what other games are out there of interest. Kentucky's taking on Georgia. I think that's going to be a blowout. However, Kentucky has always found a way just to be a thorn in Georgia's side. But I think that's going to be a blowout. The mid-off, Clemson taking on North Carolina. ULM taking on Northwestern.
Yeah, ULM finna get a P4 win. You heard me?
Yeah, I like that. I like that matchup. Northwestern might not play nobody from the state of Louisiana in the next 2-3 years if this happens. The Battle of the Belt, man. South Alabama taking on Troy. I know it don't mean much, but to y'all, but that's a big one. I think that's all I see, bro. That's actually Kansas UCF. It might also be a fun
one. Yeah. I mean, I think it's a few good ones. Most of them are kind of like not top 25 related.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a few good games on the schedule. Like Michigan State and Nebraska both 3-1. I think that might be a solid game. Syracuse at SMU, Washington at Maryland, Boise State at Notre Dame. Sneakily, what you don't know about?
I don't think that's gonna be.
You think Notre Dame gonna blow them out?
I don't know if blow them out, but I think it's gonna be in clear control. So
you think Notre Dame win by 21?
I think they win by 14.
Line 20.5.
Yeah, I think it's 14.
Maybe I mean, you got Texas, Florida.
Neither one of them teams have lived up to what I
7-point spread, 6.5-point spread.
Yeah, so.
But yeah,
Wisconsin, Michigan, which ain't gonna matter much.
Yeah.
This game,
great of a weekend, I guess.
Kansas State Baylor, I thought was going to be a good game, but it's been awful.
Yeah, Kansas State fell off.
Way off.
You got Jackson State going to Alabama A&M. That might be better than a lot of these matchups.
That's the Gulf Coast Challenge down in Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bethune-Cookman got some they got some swag on them, and they going to Alabama State for Alabama State's homecoming. They've been talking some cash money, bro. They posted a pic with a bunch of vans pulling up, talking about, saying pest control is here, and Bama State responded and took the picture and had the vans and it looked like they was rusted out. They said, "Don't worry, we got it covered," or something like that. It was dog. It's been some class. It's been some great graphic offs going on. So
let me ask you this. Does Mike Vick get a MEAC win this weekend?
No, he can't get one because they playing Hampton.
Oh, that's right. I thought they played Howard.
No, they got Hampton this weekend.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I thought it was Howard. I'm tripping.
No, but he won't. But does Delaware State bounce back after the controversy last week?
They got a tough one though.
They got mamas, bro.
Yes, that's gonna be a good game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I take Dell State. What's the spread?
Don't give me flying.
When the Dodgers about to piss me off tonight, I can see it now.
Yeah, they pissing me off too.
Let's see what we got. If we got FCS on here. Nope. Ain't no
Pulling
FCS.
up. Oh, geez. 21.5 for Monmouth.
Oh, ain't no way. Give me Dell State in 21.5 all day.
Give me. Oh, geez. Goodness gracious. Over under is 72.5.
What you say?
The over under is 72.5. This can't be real.
72.5. That's, I mean, what? And they got 21.5. They got them up being like 42. No, it can't be right.
50.
Like 49 to 21 type shit.
Mm-hmm.
What you think Savannah State got a shot?
Nope. Not a chance in hell. And I hate to say, listen, our good man Dave, his son, played running back for Savannah State, been balling.
Yeah.
South Carolina State defense is real.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Chennis Berry left Benedict. I thought Benedict was gonna take some time to have to rebuild, bro. They've been tearing some. They've been tearing ass.
Yeah.
They've been killing. So,
what you think about UAPB Texas Southern?
shout out to Coach Hampton, man. I'd say this: Coach Hampton every year come to our table, come talk to us with no problem. And I think that's somebody who loves football, love that university, and gonna give his all. And I think it's starting to pay off for him. So I like UAPB. Chris, not saying Coach Dishman don't. Not saying it at all, but I think UAPB is on a different level right now.
So if UAPB wins, they 2-0 in the sweat. The only team they behind in the West is Prairie View. And Prairie View has Alcorn this weekend.
Yeah, it's been a bad year for them.
So I'm assuming Prairie View wins that one.
Yeah, it's been a bad year for them. You got anything else on the college football front? I think that's it. Let me see who does Tennessee State got to have this weekend. Tennessee State, they are all nope. They got East Illinois. Yeah, I don't know about that one. And this is actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is their first. Is this the first away game for them? It is. This is the first away game for them of the season. First time away from Nashville. So,
yeah, it should be a interesting one.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's take a quick 1 minute break, and then we'll be back to talk NFL, WNBA, and Major League Baseball. We'll be back in 1 minute.
W is a powdered energy drink aimed at gamers and individuals seeking focus and energy. It's known for its clean ingredients, no jitters, and various flavors. W is also available in a hydration formula for those needing electrolyte. W achieves its smooth, effective focus with a high-end tasting experience while using no sugars, no fillers, no artificial colors or dyes. Try W today by scanning the QR code you see on the screen or visit them on the website at bit.ly/no-chill-W. W, your taste buds' favorite energy drink.
All right, we are back. NFL this weekend starts tomorrow. You got Thursday night game, San Francisco taking on the Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, I hate this game every year. When they play, I hate that game. I just hate it. But yeah, you got Rams taking on 49ers. 49ers, their injuries was very typical. It's like every 2 years or so they facing the injury.
Every damn year, pretty much.
In London, England, you got Dylan Gabriel's taking on Minnesota, getting his first start of the season. I want to ask you about this. Did you see the Shador interview?
Yes. He's not helping himself, bro. That was a little cringe, but yeah. They finna run Yamamoto up out this thing.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't supposed to.
Terry Francona is, I don't know, that dude go everywhere he go, he saying what you call it. Vegas take on Indianapolis.
Indy.
The Giants, the Malik-less Giants come to New Orleans, man. I hate that because Malik would have got a chance to play in the Dome, but the Giants come to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Dallas takes on the Jets.
Dallas.
You got the Broncos taking on the Eagles in Philly. The Dolphins take on the Panthers.
Battle of mid.
Yeah, it's gonna Dolphins will win.
That's the Tyreek-less Dolphins.
Oh yeah.
I still think they win, but barely.
Yeah. Texans take on the Ravens.
Oh. Ravens without Lamar, without Roquan, but the Texans. I guess I'll go Texans.
Yeah. Titans taking on the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah. Tampa Bay is taking on Seattle. Tampa Bay. Detroit goes to Cincinnati.
Detroit. Unless Cincinnati finna make a quarterback trade before the game.
You got Commanders taking on the Chargers.
I'm gonna go Chargers, but JD back, it could go the other way.
Yeah. And then you got Patriots taking on the Bills. And Monday night is the Chiefs taking on the Jaguars.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Chiefs Jags. Monday night football.
Chiefs.
Yep. And then you got on the bye, you got the Falcons, the Bears, the Packers, and the Steelers. So, let's talk some WNBA real quick. Unless you got anything else in the NFL.
Nope.
Ain't much news coming out outside the Dylan Gabriel and the silliness out of Cleveland. But WNBA playoffs last night, the Aces won Game 5 to move on to the championship series against the Phoenix Mercury. It was a 8-point win over the Aces. Not the Aces. I'm sorry, over the Fever. The Fever lost Kelsey Mitchell late in that game, and it was just ugly from that point on. I will say this: the Fever played a hell of a game and made it entertaining and close, but it was
they gonna have some stuff to figure out when somebody comes back.
yeah. But yeah, I'm with Dave on this, and we talked about it a little bit. I finally listened to it and heard it today. Fee went off.
We need some.
She aired that thing out.
We ain't got no chopper going off in this thing. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Oh, Tony Montana. Because that's what she did. She aired that thing out, boy.
Hold on, I might got some. Go ahead, man.
So, first of all, I got a history lesson for you.
Talk with.
Okay. Have you heard of a man named Gershon Collier?
No. Was that her husband?
That is not.
Oh.
He was Sierra Leone's first permanent representative to the United Nations, and he helped negotiate Sierra Leone's independence from Britain. Then he moved to America in 1947 or something like that, 67, something like that. Anyway, he moved to America later, and that it would be one grandfather to Nafisa Collier. Yeah, WNBA don't know who they messing with, bro. She was very strategic. So she just so happened to mention 3 players by name. That would be Paige Beckers, Angel Reese, and Caitlin Clark. What do all 3 of those players have in common?
They are young in their rookie contracts, and they all are in the last 2-3 years the hottest names to come out of the NCAA.
Yeah, and they all have their own fan bases already.
Yep.
That they brought to the WNBA. So she's very strategic in mentioning those 3 women because it automatically gets those 3 fan bases on Nafisa Collier side. Before she says anything else, she has 3 fan bases on her side. That's a lot of people who watch the WNBA in those 3 fan bases. And then you start getting everything else that comes along with what she said. And you have basically a laundry list of malpractice by the WNBA commissioner. I don't think there is a commissioner in professional sports who's done more to damage their league's reputation than Kathy Engelbert for the WNBA. I don't think there's a commissioner in professional sports who seems to be more out of touch with her fan base and the players in her league or their league more than Kathy. And not to mention, Nafisa has a very unique perspective considering her husband runs a basketball league. You can call it a competitor, whatever you want, but it's a basketball league. And she has a front row view of how that person running a different organization treats the same people who are in Kathy's league. So it's not a personal problem for these players.
Mm-hmm.
It's Kathy. Then you have people come out like Elena Deladon, who was an all-time great in the WNBA, and said that when she retired, she heard from basically everybody but Kathy. I think this is exactly what the WNBA needed for their negotiation power. You have someone who represents the players saying this. You have someone who has experience or a front row view, at least, of what it takes to run an organization, professional or sports organization. And not only that, she has personal experience playing in this league as well. So you can't discount her on any level when it comes to what she said. And then the fact that you've basically had no player come out and have a problem with what she said. You've basically had no coach come out and have a problem with what she said. The only person that had a problem with what she said is Kathy. You know what I mean? Hit dog holler. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm standing with Fee. And I hope that more players come out and air their experiences and their grievances with the league out, so we can really try to do something to make the WNBA a better league.
I heard today. I was like, "Whoa!" Yeah, she spoke. She was spitting today. Well, the other day when she was talking about it. I like you said, it was strategic, and I thought that her being able to point to specific, or as the people say, bringing in receipts, very beneficial to her cause. It was amazing the way she did it, what she did, and the way she did it. Yeah, it was. I truly enjoyed it, and to be honest with you, bro, there is a big problem. I don't see how Kathy Engelberg survives negotiations going into another season.
Yeah, I don't. No comment on that, bro. No
so, and the reason I say that, look, I'll give another history. Listen, it was no more than it was actually 2020 when there was another. I can't say legal official. There was another higher up in the WNBA, actually a team owner, who was causing issues and players took issue with, and they rallied together and got our ass up out of there. And that was when Atlanta Dreams owner, who was also a senator at the time, yeah, and she not only lost the team, yeah, she basically lost her team and the election. So yeah, WNBA is in a prime position. When you can't hold capital and money over people's head, you don't have the power to do that. The NFL, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that in the WNBA. So I think they better tread very lightly and do what they need to do, or do what's recommended. Find a very nice common ground, and yeah, work through this thing. Next up, bro, and we can get ready to get up out of here. Major League Baseball playoffs. I actually started watching early. I usually don't watch until we are in the World Series, but I started watching for other reasons. It's been some really good games going on. The Guardians took on, I forgot who they played earlier. Detroit. And blasted them. Yankees have tied up that series. You got the Dodgers taking on the Reds right now, and the Cubs got beat by the Padres. So, yeah, but truly enjoyed that. And Dave is right. NBA is quickly approaching. You got summer league games coming. Not summer league. I'm sorry, preseason game. And you also got
hockey coming back.
Yeah, some hockey coming. So I think I'm gonna try to go to a Predators game this year. I think I'm gonna try to take Dylan to a Predators game.
We got a hockey team in Monroe. The Moccasins. Shout out to the Moccasins. I don't know what league they in, but hey, it's fun though.
Mm-hmm. We got one here, the Huntsville Havoc.
That's a dope name.
Yeah, and it's like their mascot is Wolf, so it's pretty cool. We got a soccer team here too, a minor league soccer team.
The Havoc.
Yeah. Hold on, let me pull it up, bro, because it's the way they did it is.
Yeah, I had to Google it. Yeah, I have to Google that. Yeah. But yeah, soccer ain't no, we don't got soccer. Nothing like that around here that I know of. We got some like summer league baseball type stuff, college league baseball stuff, but that's about it. I need you to get some more strikeouts, Yamamoto.
Yeah, hold on. I'm finna switch this up real quick.
Oh no, that's pretty dope. Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, so
yeah, that's pretty. I can rock with that.
Yeah. It's pretty good, man. I got a couple, co-workers and stuff got season tickets. They always go to the games and stuff and talk about it. So
yeah, I be going to our games. It be lit. The only problem is they don't fight enough for me, but they say that they don't got that great of an insurance, so that's why they don't be fighting like talking about. And I ain't mad at them because if I had to pay for my own doctor bills, I wouldn't be out there fighting either.
No. Hey, can you imagine you get into it with somebody like, bro, how much more you got till you hit your copay?
Right. I can't fight right now. I ain't hit my copay.
Oh, I'll catch you next week. Yeah, man. But man, it's hopefully it'll be a good weekend for some college football. I'm probably leaning heavy on HBCU this weekend because there's some very important matchups. That Alabama State Bethune-Cookman matchup is very interesting.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
Very interesting. Because especially if Alabama State can win and Alabama A&M finds a way to shake up Jackson State, it's going to be very extremely interesting. Oh, speaking of, so they were looking at HBCU passing leaders, in the SWAC. Alabama A&M got the starting and backup quarterback on the list for top passes.
That's pretty dope.
The starting quarterback has been out for the last 2 games with an ankle injury, and the backup has been a freshman. It's the crazy thing about it. People were saying before the season that Alabama A&M may have one of the best quarterback rooms because of Hagens, the transfer out of UAPB, and he's not even on the roster anymore. And I still think they got the best quarterback room in the SWAC.
I know who don't got it, but never. I'm gonna stop talking about them people. Good job, Muncie.
Because they down the road from you, they'll get you.
That ain't even who I was talking about. He ain't playing that bad.
Oh, you ain't talking about the ones in
you gotta go
Red
down.
Stick.
You gotta go
in
down
Red Stick, are you?
Yeah,
You ain't talking about Red Stick.
Down 55 down there. You know them people.
Red Stick. Not DK them people.
Yeah, them peoples.
That's funny. That's funny. But man, let's go ahead and get up out of here. We'll be back. Might be back Sunday. Do a recap or something. I don't know. Talk about some of these games. And... Go ahead, like button, hit that notification bell. You'll know when we go live. We'll be back on later on next week. And like that, we are out.